I was in Iraq a few weeks ago, and when people found out I was British, they said things like, "You destroyed this country." I found myself apologising, even though I marched about 20 times against the Iraq War. Tony Blair presided over a wall sold on a pack of lies, which was illegal, which resulted in the deaths of hundreds of thousands of people, both because of the direct military violence, but as was impressed on me, the sectarian bloodbath, which people very much squarely blamed on Western policy. My view is, I think, rather than being the colonial ruler of Gaza, he should be in the Hague, tried for war crimes. More importantly, though, that is the view of millions of people in the Middle East. And I just feel, let's be just a controversial view here, I think Palestine should be run by Palestinians with democratic elections for them to decide who rules them with their own state, their own homeland, not a colonial administration.
They had them and they ended up with Hamas.
Well, you mean in 2006 you had elections. The most popular person to take over in Palestine is someone called Marwan Barghouti, who is imprisoned by Israel. He would defeat, according to polls, both Hamas and Fatah, who rule overall, but they won't release him. He's the Palestinian Nelson Mandela. In terms of his, Middle East peace envoy, talking about him being experienced, someone put this, and this is blunt, but someone put this rather eloquently, saying he's got experience in the Middle East, therefore he's well suited, like saying Harold Shipman should run a care home because he has experience with elderly people.
Well, Tony Blair didn't run the Iraq war. He was instrumental in leveraging the political appetite for it.
The Chilcot inquiry, which is just memory hold by most people for some reason, found that he deliberately exaggerated the threat posed by Saddam Hussein, but more importantly, relevant to this, he ignored warnings about what would happen in the aftermath. There was no planning for the chaos, the violent chaos.
But would you not argue that's the reason why his experience would be brought to bear in Gaza?
What you're saying,
the lessons are learned from history, where he won't be the same.
You're saying
making the same mistakes.
You're saying because he oversaw a catastrophe, he's best placed to learn from the catastrophe he caused. This is ludicrous. He also, by the way, in the run-up to that war, as the Chilcot inquiry found, wrote letters to George W. Bush saying, "I will be with you whatever." We saw what it was like when he deferred to a disastrous US president. Is he going to do the same with Donald Trump? I think most people would agree that's rather likely given his history.